So one of the most controversial topics in computer vision is facial recognition. So we all justifiably have a lot of feelings and a lot of perspectives on facial recognition. And obviously this gets immediately into privacy issues, and it should be proactively thought about and addressed by companies that enable facial recognition. So what do we mean by that? On the one hand, you have the identification of human beings, right? So this is not somebody's personal identity, but it might be, hey, how many people came into my retail shop in the last hour? So I'm counting the number of people. But when you go from that and you say, well, I want to know how many distinct people. In other words, I don't want to double count a body walking in, walking out. I want to know that it's a unique individual. Well, you can still do that through AI techniques without identifying the actual person. And so we see a lot of that where it's like, I want to distinctly look at somebody's features or maybe the way that they walk or whatever it is to say that is a unique individual. I'm not double counting that person. Okay, when you go from that to, okay, that's Marty Beard just walked into the retailer. Okay, now I'm getting into a murky area. And that's something that needs to really be proactively addressed. So for example, how do we do that? So we have a variety of what we call privacy APIs. A very simple one would be just blurring somebody's face. So you can still identify that a human being, a distinct person, walked into a store, and you know that you can identify, like I said earlier, but you're completely protecting the identity of that person by blurring their features and so forth. And that's never captured in a database where a specific person is identified. Obviously, you get into issues of somebody has to proactively allow that. Now, that's possible where somebody would say, hey, in the future, when I walk into a Starbucks, I want them to know that I walked in and they're ready to serve me my favorite hot drink, right? For example. So these things have to be worked out. I think the issue is the techniques are getting stronger and the technology is getting better, but the industry needs to just as proactively address how do we protect privacy while still getting the information that we think is really needed to help run businesses better. This is going to be a work in process, and I think both sides of the story, the people that are getting benefit from it, as well as the people that are enabling it, need to work together to make sure we're protecting the privacy of individuals.